where there's transparency, because when actions are taken on this board, you know, citizens come, whether it's in my ward or not. So an article was written about a specific alderman, Alderman Bengel, and it was not an opinion, it was all facts of information because of a FOIA request.
Okay.
So if we were voting on an MOU with the Kessler Group,
Right.
she sent an email 6 days after she purchased land over in a neighborhood where she showed them, you should purchase this waterfront.
Right.
If they were to purchase this waterfront and build it up, the tax value will raise. How is that not a financial gain? How is that not unethical to email them property over in an area where you purchased to a group that the city was having a discussion with, I was not included, a discussion with in regards to Union Point, Talbot's building, and the Elks building. I don't understand, and other people who maybe are afraid to come and ask these questions to aldermen don't understand how a government entity or even a school of government could not see that as a conflict of interest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that, and that's the reason why I need the school of government to come, and so citizens can understand, because that's not transparency. That's, to me, there's a lack of integrity in this situation, and I don't understand why we do not address this, why we personally don't have a policy. We make policy for social media and everything else, but we don't have a policy in regards to how there is lack of integrity in this process. That's the reason why we have the FOIA. Like, people can pull this information, and it was not opinion, it was fact. But it was okay that happened.
The rest of the facts, unfortunately, Alderwoman Harris, you don't know all the facts. First of all, that piece of property was owned by the New Bern Preservation Foundation, who contacted us almost a year prior to purchase it because it had been sitting there empty and we owned the surrounding property.
And you purchased it for $20,000?
That is correct.
Which originally sold for $200,000.
No. There was a house that was demolished on there. The house was falling down. It was called the Mamie Sadler store, and it was torn down. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do this, but I will, because this is. And had Ms. Card had the decency to ask me this prior to posting the article, I could have sent her to the people who could have confirmed this. They came to us, said, would you please purchase it? Asked us to go through a process. We did, coded everything. It took a year almost to close the piece of property. It had nothing to do, coincidentally, that it closed a week prior to me sending the email. The Kesslers asked, what waterfront property is there available in the city of New Bern? So that was the piece on North Craven Street. That's the biggest piece of property empty. I just passed it along. I don't own it. It's privately owned. It has nothing to do with the city of New Bern. How does that have anything to do with my job as an alderman? I want you to know that our family has lived in that neighborhood for over 100 years. They do own property in that neighborhood, have been there for all those years. You know, if there's something that happens in your neighborhood or whatever, it helps everybody. To try to put those two things together is just nitpicking at stuff. For what reason, I still don't understand that I'm being picked on, but that's okay, because I'm here, I'm going to serve, I'm going to continue to serve with integrity. I've done nothing illegal or immorally wrong, and we've had the city attorney make that statement. All the other stuff that you have read and was put in that article by Ms. Card was just things to pull out of the air. As far as the sidewalk that she mentioned, the $38,000, that was, and I have a letter that says staff determined what sidewalks they were going to use. The sidewalks were by the Salvation Army, nowhere near my property. So again, if you really want to use your energy for doing something, we have people who need homes. We have people who are in need of so many things in our city. Let's give me your energy to start working in the community that you represent. Let's not.
Actually, is
my name was brought up.
Is that the A-Rank property that you addressed? Well, I'm the one that actually called Kessler and got them in touch with the owner of that property.
But the email showed that she emailed the
I
link.
did, because they asked me to send them the package that Alderman Astor made the contact for me because he knew the owner. Again,
Okay, if it was anybody else, they would be on the front page news. That's the concern. It's not transparent. It's not transparent. I don't care how you label it out, it's not transparent. And you